There are many ways to give, and one is by sharing the talents that you have with others.
And that's just what Marcia Ball has been doing for decades. She's a 2012 Blues Music Award winner and the Pine Top Perkins Piano Player of the Year.
When she's not winning awards, she's doing what she loves best, traveling and playing the blues. Joy recently caught up with her right here in West Michigan. Let's take a look.
Summertime in West Michigan means great beaches, wonderful food to eat, and fabulous music. And we're lucky the Saugatuck Center for the Arts has invited Marcia Ball to West Michigan, 5-time Grammy Award nominee, and your music is really the sound of the South.
It very much is. It's really the sound of the Gulf Coast where I grew up.
And it's a wonderful sound. What kind of influences do you bring together?
I grew up at a time and place where there was a heyday of music, a convergence of wonderful things. It was Motown, Memphis, New Orleans, all happening at the same time. The greatest artists of that time were Jerry Lee Lewis, Fats Domino, Ray Charles, and Little Richard. And they were all piano players. So I had all this music to listen to. My grandmother played piano, so she got me started. I came of age when we all thought we could be in rock and roll bands because the Rolling Stones were a band, and so everything changed in the late 60s, early 70s, and I think I may have been the most surprised person in the world to find out that actually I could do this for the rest of my life.
And it did take some education, but you are self-taught quite a bit.
Yes, I did everything I did pretty much on stage. I learned a lot of stuff that way. What I recommend to others now coming along is that they study their craft as much as they can. I mean, I'm still taking vocal lessons, and I'm still meeting up with my piano playing friends or learning from records, and that's what you do your entire life. But the more you learn and study, the better off you are. Well, I've had the pleasure of meeting and working with so many of the people who I admired as not just as a child or as a young person. Irma Thomas, in particular, being one from New Orleans, who I saw first when I was about 13, met again when I was about 25, and then later recorded with and became friends with. And I still so admire her music, her voice, the things that she recorded. And those were written, for the most part, by a writer and piano player in New Orleans, Alan Toussaint, and I've gotten to know him, and so dreams really have come true for me all the way through my life.
What do you hope to share with the next generation of musicians and listeners?
Well, never give up. Keep going. Keep working at it, and there will always be a audience for real music, and there's so much great music coming along right now, and that's one of the great things about the Saugatuck Center. They're bringing in this music that you might not have heard on the radio. It might not have been something that was already an everyday name, but they know what's going on, and there are hundreds of new, pleasant, wonderful, exciting bands. And the other thing Saugatuck does is bring in people like Melissa Manchester, people who are legends, who are now going around touring, and they're accessible. They're in a beautiful, intimate venue that you can go really appreciate their music. So places like this are the lifeblood of my career. Hi, I'm Marcia Ball at the Saugatuck Center for the Arts, and I'm West.
That is wonderful.
Talent.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
The SEA is a great place to hear music and be able to enjoy all the great talents that come to West Michigan. In Saugatuck too, which is fantastic.
Incredible talent as well.
Yeah, earlier this year, Marcia's 2012 release, Roadside Attractions, received a Grammy nomination for Best Blues Album, her 4th CD in a row to be nominated.
You know, and I love the title of the one just before that. It was Peace, Love, and Barbecue. Now, this was her fourth trip to Saugatuck, and I think because of all of the love she's receiving, she will definitely be back.
Yeah, well, that is wonderful. So we will be right back, so don't go away.
Your all-access pass to everything West Michigan.